कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयोधमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायण महानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसे जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलं सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवनसुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। The beauty of Lanka has been described from the eyes of those other than Hanuman. Hanumanji, when he came during the time when he was searching for Sita, also he saw Lanka with the mind searching for Sita. Therefore, at that time, though he saw Lanka, but his mind was constantly looking where. Now, Rama and Sugriva, they are looking at the same Lanka only. It is not from Hanuman's point of view, as you see it here. Mainly to look at the strength of that army as well as the greatness of Ravana's administration. Whether you call it as administration or arrogance. How he was able to fortify the entire city with a lot of forts, that's called a fortify. With so much of, so many number of soldiers, Rakshasas, protecting him mainly. Why? Because those who are afraid of life need more protection. Those who are not afraid of life or death needs no protection. It is said during the time when British was ruling, Gandhiji was giving public lectures with a bare chest. There is no Z security for him. Openly, with thousands of people in front of him, bare-chested, he was sitting there and challenging British. Why? I'm not afraid. Now, even the local businessman has got Z security with the black gorillas, 4 of them around. So Ravana was obviously protected by many. Shatena rakshasam nityam yaha samagrena rakshate. He is being protected by hundreds of rakshasas in a city which had a huge palace, fully protected. His own palace is protected with high walls. But of course, he had some kind of a taste for everything, and therefore all made in gold and silver, showing prosperity. So as it continues here, Manogyam Kanchanavartim
Manogyam Kanchanavartim
Parvatairupašopitam
Parvatairupašopitam
Nanadhatu vichitraischa
Nanadhatu vichitraischa
Udyanairupašopitam
Udyanairupašopitam
Nanavihagasanghushtam
Nanavihagasanghushtam
Nanamruganishevitam
Nanamruganishevitam
Nanakusumasampannam
Nanakusumasampannam
Nanarakshasasevitam
Nanarakshasasevitam
Tam samruddham samruddhartam
Tam samruddham samruddhartham
Lakshmivan Lakshmana Grajah
Lakshmivan Lakshmana Grajah
Ravanasya Purim Ramah
Ravanasya Purim Ramah
Dadarsha Sahavanaraihi
Dadarsha Sahavanaraihi
Tam Mahagrihas Sambhadam
Tam Mahagriha Sambadham
Drishtva Lakshmana Purvajah
Drishtva Lakshmana Purvajah
Nagarim Tridiva Prakyam
Nagarim Tridiva Prakhyam
Vismayam Prapa Viryavan
Vismayam Prapa Viryavan
Tam Sabratnapurnam Bahu Samvidhanam
Tam Ratnapurnam Bahu Samvidhanam
Prasadamala Biralankritam Cha
Prasadamala-bhiralankritam cha
Purim Mahayantra Kavata Mukhyam
Purim Mahayantra Kavata Mukhyam
Dadashta Ramo Mahata Balena
Dadarsha Ramo Mahata Balena
Manognyam, most delightful Kanchanavartim, filled with a lot of gold all over the place. Parvataihi upashevitam and Koshobitam. It is covered with a lot of mountains. Nana dhatu vichitraischa, and various varieties of minerals already there. They have not done the scaling of those, or even they have not done any kind of mining there and so far. So all the various dhatus are still there in those mountains. Udyanaihi upashobitam, with a lot of beautiful gardens. And he is putting here the adjective nana, nana, nana. It's not nana, nani. Here nana is many. Nana vihagasanghushtam, varieties of birds. Nana mriga nishevitam, and also the dwelling place for many different kinds of animals. Interesting thing is, I was looking for that many years back, there should have been some mention of dinosaurs. That is not there. So that means even Rama's time, dinosaurs were not there. They will be before the Ice Age, before that, probably. But even these monkeys were so huge, there is no need for any dinosaur. They themselves acted like dinosaurs. Nana Kusuma Sampannam, endowed with so many different flowers, Nana Rakshasa Sevitam. And also at the same time, there were many different kinds of Rakshasas who were there. Tam Samruddham Samurdhartam. So, Samruddham, Lankam, Purim, that very Lankapuri, which is prosperous and also flourishing. Samurdha Artham, interesting thing is, even though prosperity was there, richness was there, plenty was there, abundance was there, Lakshmi was not there. See, very beautifully is put here. Tam samruddham samurdhartim ravanasya purim Ramaha Lakshmivan Lakshmanagraja dadarsha. Even though so much of prosperity and richness and everything was there, who had the Lakshmi? Lakshmivan Ramaha Lakshmana Agraja Ramaha. Lakshmivan Ramaha, because obviously he is the consort of Lakshmi is one thing. But he also has got Lakshmana, who is Lakshanat Lakshmana. One who has all the Lakshana of being a brother. And who could be a better brother than Lakshmana in the times of trials? Bharata obviously is a great devotee of Bhagavan Rama, no doubt. But all of them have a distinct qualities, both of them, especially Bharata and Lakshmana. Bharata is devoted, no doubt about that. But Lakshmana stood here with him during his very trialing period, when everybody rejected, when he is alone, when he was not having any power or authority or strength or people. Somebody who is there with him. I am there with you. Don't worry. I'll protect you. That is the Lakshmana. So here, Lakshmivan, whether he meant for that or he has purposely put it, we have to understand that he has not mentioned about Samruddhi is written, plenitude is written, prosperity is written, richness is written, but Lakshmi is not written. Lakshmivan Lakshmana Grajaha Ramaha. Saha Vanaraihi Dadarsha, along with Vanaras he saw. See, that is why in Sri Suktam, we have to clearly see, Sri Suktam it is said, the Lakshmi is, her name is Chanchala. You know why Chanchala? She never stays in one place. Share market going up and down, that is understandable because Lakshmi, she will not stay in one place. And it is always believed in our tradition that Lakshmi is the wife of the house or the lady of the house. That's one thing. Second is, when you are lighting up the lamp, whether morning or evening, you must keep two doors open, front door and the back door. Swamiji, in an apartment, there is only one door, what to do? There is no back door at all. See, it is like ventilation, right? The air comes in only when both the doors are open. It won't come if only one door is open. Air cannot move, so it won't come. In the same way, Lakshmi won't come unless you open both the doors, front and the back. The idea is what? As you invite Lakshmi, you know that she won't stay too long. Worship her and she will leave. Money should never be stored. Money should be brought in, used, spent for right purpose. Then only it is called Lakshmi. Now that is the reason the tradition indirectly says that when you are lighting the lamp, keep both the doors open. Because she is Chanchala, she won't stay in one place. But only if you keep both the doors open, she will keep coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. If you keep only one door open, she will from the door she'll say tata. She'll go away. She will never come inside. Alakshmir me nashyatam brane. It is said in the Sri Suktam. May Lakshmi come and Alakshmi, the Daridram, may be destroyed by her. Alakshmir me nashyatam. May that the poverty be removed, and we know that you won't stay too long. Anyway, so here Ravana had all the prosperity and everything, but not Lakshmi. Now think about it. She had brought forcefully Lakshmi into his house. She will curse him and destroy him before she goes. Is it not true? Now she's waiting. You have captured and jailed me. You will be destroyed if you capture me. And that's what is going to happen. You cannot force people to make you rich. Anyway, tam mahagraha sambhadam. So mahagraha sambhadam with so much of mansions, so many mansions, drishtva, tam lankam drishtva, Lakshmana purvajaha, that is Rama, Nagarim Tridiva Prakyam. That Lanka Nagari, which is equal to that of the Tridiva heavens, Vismayam Prapa Viryavan. He was so wonderstruck. What kind of a person lives here? Sometimes when you have prosperity, when some houses we go, so much of prosperity, then they, especially Swamis, they take us even to the restrooms, Swamiji, this is the latest model toilets we have got. Why are you taking me to the restroom? Bless that also, Swamiji, the handle is gold. Anyway. Tam Ratnapurnam Bahu Samvidhanam, filled with precious stones, and Bahu Samvidhana, with a lot of Samvidhas, a lot of pillars supporting Prasada Mala Bihi Alankratam. Not one Prasada Mala. Rows and rows of palaces. Purim Mahayantra Kavata Mukhyam, and the gates of Lanka has been, at that time itself, machine operated. Obviously, it is not automated, but machine operated, because from a distance itself you can open it with obviously physical labor, but they are openable not by hand, openable by pulleys and other things that they have already done. So, Mahayandra Kavata Mukhyam, Kavata the main doors, Kavata Mukhyam, Dadarshāramo Mahata Bhalena. Mahata Bhalena Darshe, with his entire army. So, as I said, they are looking at the situation there, which has more important thing need to be taken care of here is the amount of army and strength that already Ravana has, which is very noticeable for Rama to decide how to attack and how to put the strategy in place for winning Ravana. Ityashe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adhikavi Yuddhakande Ekona Chatvarimshaha Sargaha Ekona Eka Ona 1 minus 30 29 1 minus 40, sorry. So 49. So Chatvarimshaha. Sorry, 40 minus 1, so 39. So now the 40 is coming. Okay, 40th one. Now, having done enough survey of the very Lanka, what is the next step? They have already taken rest. So now they are all ready for the attack. All right. Now, Sugriva, Rama, and all of them are looking at each other. Okay, now next step is to position ourselves in such a way that we first send a message to Ravana, because he is still living in denial. I think Rama won't come. He may come up to the shore, but he won't come here. Looking at the power and prosperity and then also the strength of my army, I think he will just run away. That's his hope. But Rama's army, Sugriva's army is ready to attack. So what is next? Tato Ramassu Velagram
Tato Ramassu Velagram
Yojanadvayamandalam
Yojanadvayamandalam
Uparohatsu Sugrivaha
Uparohatsa Sugrivaha
Haryutai Samanvitaha
Hariyuthai Samanvitaha
Titva Muhurtam Tatreva
Sthitva Muhurtam Tatraiva
Disho Dasha Vilokayan
Disho Dasha Vilokayan
Trikuta Shikare Ramye
Trikuta Shikhare Ramye
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana
Dadarsalankam Sunyastam
Dadarsalankam Sunyastam
Rambakanana Shobhitam Ramyakanana Shobhitam
Ramyakanana Shobhitam
Tasya Gopura Shringatvam
Tasya Gopura Shringastham
Rakshasendram Durasadam
Rakshasendram Durasadam
Shvetachamara Paryantam
Shvetachamara Paryantam
Vijayachatra Shobhitam
Vijayachhatra Shobhitam
Raktachandana Lipsam Liptam
Raktachandana Samliptam
Raktabharana Bhushitam
Ratnabharana Bhushitam
Rakta Neelajimuta Sangasham
Neelajimuta Sankasham
Hema Sanchatitambaram
Hema Sanchaditambaram
Airavada Vishannagraihi
Airavata Vishanagraihi
Utkrishta Kinavakshasam
Utkrishta Kinavakshasam
Shashalohita Ragena
Shashalohitaragen
Shashalohita Ragena
Shashalohitaragena
Samvitam Raktavasasa
Samvitam Raktavasasa
Sandhyatapena Samchannam
Sandhyatapena Sanchannam
Megharashi Bivambare.
Megharashimivambare.
So there Sri Rama, Tato Ramaha Suvela Agram, the peak of Suvela, Yojanadvaya Mandalam, which is a open space which had 16-mile radius. Yojanadvaya. Uparohat, reaching there, Sugsa Sugriva along with Siksira and Aryutapai Yutaihi Samanvitaha along with the huge army reach that point, and then Sthitva standing there for a short period of time. Muhurtam Sartatreva Dishaha Dashaha Trilok Viloyikayan. 10 directions he looked at, as I said, top and bottom also together. So all the 8 directions as well as the above and below. Trikuta Shikare Ramye, on this Trikuta Shikara, on the peak, highest peak in that area, Nirmita Vishwakarmana, being created by the architect of the heavens, Vishwakarma. Vishwakarmana Nirmitam, Lankam, obviously. Dadarsha Lankam Sunyastam. Nyasta means to place. Ni asta, nyasta. Nyasa is to leave well. Su or some. So some nyasa means leave for good. So sanyasta. Here it is sunyasta. Nyasta means very well laid down. Sunyastam Lankam, very well laid out, properly planned Lanka. Ramya Kanana Shobhitam, with a beautiful forest accompanying there. Tasya Gopura Shringastam, there at the Gopura, at the main tower, the main tower is Shringastam, which is on the Shringa, the peak. Rakshasendram Durasadam Dadarsha. So the Rakshasendra, that is Ravana also, he saw. Finally he saw Ravana. For all this time, Ravana is spotted. Drones go there and check where exactly this guy's movements are. Nowadays the technology is there. Drones are always there up in the sky, watching where exactly this guy is moving. Either drone or the satellite cameras. Here Rama could see Shveta Chamara Paryantam. He has been fanned by the white chamaras. Because white is always associated with the kingly and royal and all those things. In India, you will find white ambassadors. Right? White ambassadors means the Mahapapissari, MPs are coming there. So that means white ambassadors. Nowadays they don't know. So they have white, and most of the time it is the white color car. Now ambassador is replaced by maybe Toyota or this and that and all that. Vijaya Chatra Shobhitam. Also that main umbrella that will have, that shows the victory. The larger the umbrella, the greater is the victory of that king. The Chakravartis will have a huge umbrella. So Vijaya Chatra Shobhitam. And what was he wearing? Rakta Chandana Samliptam. Body itself is smeared with Rakta Chandan. The Chandana, that is orange in color, and he's also wearing the cloth Rakta Bharana cloth is not mentioned here, but Rakta Abharana Bhushitam. And most shining various ornaments also he was wearing. And maybe the cloth itself, so it is said, Neela Jibhuta Sangasham Hema Sanchanchadita Ambaram. So his color, interesting thing is we have not seen this part of it. He is dark blue complexion. Lanka. Obviously he has that shades of black complexion on his body. Neela Bhuja Sankasham. Hema Sanchadita Ambaram. The color of the Ambaram is not given, but his cloth was embroidered with gold. Hema Sanchadita Ambaram. And interestingly, this chest was open. And on the chest there are scars. Not scratches and scars. Created by Airavata. The tusk of the Airavata. Meaning he had fought with Indra, who sits on the Airavata, and fighting with him, Airavata Vishana Agrehi Ukrishta Kina Vakshasam. The way he explains in one word is, Vakshas is a chest. In that, Kina Vakshas, scare. In that scare was there. Scare was, not scare, and scare. Scar, sorry, not I am saying scare. Scar, not scarf, scar. And that scar, which is called Kina, Utkrishta, pierced. Well, indeed, deep Utkrishta scar was there. Created by what? Airavada Vishana Agrehi, the sharp end of the tusk of the Airavata. Only Valmiki ji can think of this kind of words, The Pradama Kavi, Purva Kavi, is the first. Not only he was the ancient, most ancient Kavi, poet of this whole world, but he stood excellent. It is not just like that writing, very perfectly using that language. That compounds are also beautifully laid out. Airabada Vishana Grey Utkrishta Kinavakshasam. Many of the poets take inspiration from him, the way to put things. Shasha Lohita Sa Ragena Samvidam Raktavasa. Now he says it is Raktavasas, that's a red color cloth in which golden embroidery, and that the red color resembles that of the blood of a rabbit. Shasha Lohita Ragena Samvidam. So the red color, you have to find what actually is a red color. You have to give a scratch to that rabbit. The red color, that is the color he's wearing. Not a human red. Human red keeps changing. Human red, and if you are too fatty, it becomes thicker red, and then if you are drinking a lot of water, it will be lighter red and all that. It is Shasha. Shashalohita Ragena Samvidam Raktabasasa Sandhyatapena Sanchannam Megharashim Iva Ambare. And interesting thing is, the very color of that very cloth that he was wearing, and that looked like that of twilight time, Sandhya Samaya, twilight time when the sun is settling down. How the Megharashi, the whole clouds, how they reflect that orange color brightly. See, one is to blood, all right, but how bright is the color is to explain that how during the time of Sandhya, the light of the sun, orangish in color, how it reflects on the cluster of clouds. Megharashibihi, Megharashibiva ambare, Sanchannam, Sandhyatapena, sunshine at the sunset. How the mass clouds in the sky, even the sun will appear differently when it is filled. So, if you go in during this Sandhya Samaya, meaning twilight time, when you go and the whole sky is covered with the clouds, no doubt, but reflecting the sunlight or covering the sunlight at that time, how orangish it will look. That kind of color. Pashyatam vanarendranam
Pashyatam vanarendranam
Ragavasyapi pashyatah
Raghavasyapi pashyatah
Darshanat Rakshasendrasya
Darshanat Rakshasendrasya
Sugriva Sahasottitah
Sugriva Sahasottitah
Krodavegena Samyuktah
Krodhavegena samyuktah
Tattvena Chabalena Cha
Sattvena cha balena cha
Achalagradayotthaya
Achalagradhathothaya
Pupluve Gopurasthale
Pupluve gopurasthale
Sitva Muhurtam Samprekshya
Sthitva muhurtam samprekshya
Nirbhayenantaratmana
Nirbhayenantaratmana
Trinikritya cha tat rakshaha
Trinikritya cha tad rakshaha
Sobravit Purusham Vajah
Subravit parusham vachaha
Lokanathasya Ramasya
Lokanathasya ramasya
Sakadasosmi Rakshasa
Sakhadasosmi rakshasa
Namaya Mokshase Adya
Namaya mokshase adya
Tvam Parthivendrasya Tejasa.
Tvam parthivendrasya tejasa.
Now, suddenly, as they were seeing, Vakshasendra Vanarendranam Pashyatam Ragavasyapi Pashyataha, as even the Ravana being spotted there, yes, even Rama was also looking at that very same instance. Darshanat, Rakshasendrasya Darshanat, by just a very look of, by sighting Ravana, Sugrivaha, the Sahasa Uttitaha, he suddenly started to get up. This is not found in Tulsi Ramayan, but anyway, here he got up. Who? Sugriva. Krodha Vegena Samyuktaha. Basically, Rama should have got upset with him. Looking at this fellow, he's the one who took away my wife and all that. But it is Sugriva who got very upset. Krodha Vegena Samyuktaha, Satvena cha Balena cha, with his mighty and strength, Achalagrata Uttaya. Achala means of the Achala means mountain. Achala Agra, the peak of the mountain. Achala Ata Uttaya, having got up there, Plupluve Gopurastale, immediately he leapt from there directly onto that abode of Ravana. He was leaping to that Trikuta. And then there, Muhurtam Stitva Sampreksha, standing there near Ravana, Nirbhayenantaratmana, with no fear at all in his heart, Tat Rakshaha Trinikritya, looking at this Rakshasa like a blade of grass. Trinikritya, Saha Abravit, he spoke to him, Parusham Vacha, very harsh words. What did he say? Lokanathasya Ramasya, the Saka Dasaha Asmi, Rakshasa. Hey Rakshasa, I am the friend and the servant of the Lord of the world. Lokanathasya Ramasya Dasaha Aham Asmi. So that is the statement he makes. And also, Na maya mokshase adyatvam, you will not be spared by me today. Parthivendrasya tejasa, because of the very strength and power of the Parthiva Indra. It is not Devendra. Parthiva Indra is the king of all the kings, all the entire world. So Ravana, he would not have expected this. Even though he is already all the time as a, he is ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and power. That we say in our pledge, we say ever ready to fight against. When we make these children to do the pledge, we tell them where exactly you should pass. Otherwise, it will all give long meaning. Ever ready to fight. And they look at the brother, if their brother is ever ready to fight. No, you complete the sentence. Against all low tendencies and false values. The other way is ever ready to fight with each other. Here, Ravana is always ready to fight. So when he appeared right in front of him, Sugriva, he never expected, who is this strange looking animal? Ityuktva sahasottatya.
Ityuktva sahasotpatya.
Pupluve tasya chopari.
Pupluve tasya chopari.
Akrishya mukutam chitram.
Akrishya mukutam chitram.
Patayamasa tadbhuvi.
Patayamasa tadbhuvi.
Samikshya turnamayantam ayantam.
Samikshya turnamayantam.
Babashetam nishacharaha.
Babhashetam nishacharaha.
Sugrivastvam paroksham me.
सुग्रीवस्त्वं परोक्षं मे
हीनग्रीवो भविष्यसि.
हीनग्रीवो भविष्यसि.
Ityuktva, having said this, Sugriva, Sahasa Utpatya, and falling right on him, Pablushe Tasya cha Upari, and in the side he went towards him, and Mukutam Akrishya, Chitram Mukutam Akrishya, the beautiful, the Mukuta that he was wearing, the crown, he picked up that and threw it on the ground. Pataya mata tadbhuvi. That means you are not fit to be a king and you are wearing that crown. You are not the king. That's why he said, Parthivendrasya tejasa. I am coming from the real king and you are show off only. And Samikshya Turnamayantam Babashetam Nishachara. Ravana also looking at him suddenly with Sugriva coming with such a speed. Turnamayantam. To him he said, Oh, you are. I have not seen you for a long time. Paroksham Sugriva Tvam. Not aparoksham. in Panchadashi we are talking about paroksha, aparoksha, paroksha, aparoksha. Here, paroksha means not so far, I have not seen you, and your name is what? Sugriva. Sugriva means one who has good neck. And he is making fun of that name also. Hey Sugriva, you will have no more grieva. So meaning, hey Sugriva, Hina krivo bhavishyasi. You will not have no more neck with fighting with me. Meaning, I'll cut off your neck. You'll become neckless. Neckless, not necklace. So, you, with a good neck, you will have no more neck. I'll neck you out completely. So, that way, he was challenging. Sugriva was challenged by Ravana. Ityuktvottaya tam Shipram.
इत्युक्त्वोत्थाय तं क्षिप्रम्
Bahubhyam akshipattale.
बाहुभ्याम् अक्षिपत्तले
Kanduvatsa rakshasuttaya. Kanduvatsa samuttaya.
कन्दुवत्ससमुत्थाय
Bahubhyam akshipat dhari.
बाहुभ्याम् अक्षिपद्धरिः
Yat parasparam sveta vidigdhagatro.
परस्परं स्वेदविदिग्धगात्रौ
Parasparam shonitaraktadehau.
परस्परं शोणितरक्तदेहौ
Parasparam shlishta niruddha cheshtau.
परस्परं श्लिष्टनिरुद्धचेष्टौ
Parasparam shalmaling kim shukakau iva.
परस्परं शाल्मलिकिं शुकौ इव
Mushti praharai chatala praharaihi.
मुष्टिप्रहारैश्च तलप्रहारैः
Aratnigataischcha karagradghataihi.
अरत्निघातैश्च कराग्रघातैः
Tau chakrutur yuddham asahyarupam.
तौ चक्रतुर्युद्धम् असह्यरूपम्
Mahabalo rakshasavanarendrau.
महाबलौ राक्षसवानरेन्द्रौ
Ityuktva, having said this, Uttaya, having got up, Tam Kshipram Bahubhyam Akshipat Tale. Having said this, Ravana took him and quickly Kshipram Bahubhyam with both the hands and he threw him down. Akshipat Tale on the floor. But, Sugriva is also equally a combat person. Kanduvat samuttai, immediately jumping like a ball. Throw it, boom, he comes. He's not even a moment he's lying down there. Kanduvat samuttaya, bahubam akshipat. Again, There, Sugriva also, he threw him down. This is nothing but a, what do you call, the Japanese kind of Malyuddha. What do you call that? Huh?
Sumo wrestlers.
Sumo. This is nothing but a sumo. Meaning both of them are huge and powerful, and they keep rolling, they never they never stand and fight. They keep rolling and fighting. You learn it is not like boxing, boxing is where both of them stand there and fight with each other. No. Here they both become one with each other. They parasparam. That's what he says. Parasparam, they are so together, closely put together. Sweda digda gatrau, with their bodies sweating, because there is no space for them to even take air, because they were so caught with each other. Sweda gatrau, parasparam shonita rakta dehau. Mutually each other, which are smeared with blood, the body. Parasparam shlishta niruddha cheshtau. So both of them, they were not only, they are enemies, all right, but they are so closely, they are connected to each other, their bodies, and then they have created so much of scratches on each other's body. Klishta niruddha cheshtau, parasparam shal mali kimshukau iva. They are like two different trees. One is called the shalmali, another is called kimshuka. So these both of them are like the two trees entwined together. So they are interlocked, as it is said. Klishta meanings shlishta niruddha cheshtau, with both never stopping each other. Mrushti praharaischa, with the fist. Tala prahare, with the hand. Aratni ghadaischa, with the elbow. With the hand, with the fist, with the elbow. Karagraghataihi, with their slapping with the hand. So they were not using any equipment or the arm, etc. Only the hand. That's why I said they are Malla Yuddha. So they're doing the combat there. Tau chakratuhu, they were circling around, going round. Yuddham asahya roopam yuddham. Impossible to even think about that kind of a fight. Mahabalo Rakshasa Vanara Indro. Vanara Indra Sugriva and Rakshasa. These two of them were fighting, which cannot be easily bearable. Asahya Roopam and Chakratuhu. They continued to do that. So next the whole description of this, how the fight was. Interesting. Valmiki Raja is getting a great delight in explaining this fight. Of course, where are we? Yuddhakandam. So what else he can explain? Kritvani yuddham vrishamugravegau.
कृत्वानि युद्धं भृशमुग्रवेगौ
Kalam chiram gopuravedhi madhye.
कालं चिरं गोपुरवेदि मध्ये
Utshipya chotshipya vinamya dehau.
उत्क्षिप्य विनम्य देहौ
Padakramat gopuravedhi lagnau.
पादक्रमात् गोपुरवेदि लग्नौ
Anyonyamapitya vilagna dehau.
अन्योन्यमापीड्य विलग्न देहौ
Taupetutuhu salanikata madhye.
तौ पेततुः सालनिखात मध्ये
Utpetutuhu bhumitalam sprashantau.
उत्पेततुर्भूमितलं स्पृशन्तौ
Titva muhurtam swam tu apinisvasa Titva muhurtam tvabinisvasantau
हित्वा मुहूर्तं त्वभिनिश्वसन्तौ
Alingya chalingya cha yoktraihi
आलिङ्ग्य चालिङ्ग्य च बाहुयोक्त्रैः
Samyojayamasa turahavetau
संयोजयामास तुराहवेतौ
Samramba shiksha bala samprayuktau
संरम्भशिक्षा बलसम्प्रयुक्तौ
Sucheratuhu sampratisyuddhamargaihi
सुचेरतुः सम्प्रति युद्धमार्गैः
Niyuddham brusham agravagrau ugravegau krutva ugravegau with extreme speed niyuddham krutva and having fought completely for a long time and then chiram kalam niyuddham brusham extremely ugravega with enormous speed having done gopuravedi madhye in that central part of the court and utshipya cha ukshipya throwing each other continuously vinamya dehau and pressing strongly their body against each other padakramat and also with their feet pressing each other's body Gobiravedi Lagnau in the very place which is considered to be a place which is relatively leveled because there they should not fall off from that very palace itself. So, and Anyonyam apitya slapping each other, Vilagna dehau clasping at the same time, clasping each other very tightly. Tau petatuhu, they both fell. Sala nikhata madhye. Sala, the wall. Nikhata is the moat that is created to protect the protect the fort because they created the moat. Moat is where the water is and in the water there are crocodiles. So that people would not anywhere come near that fort. As they come, they cannot cross over unless there is a bridge or something to cross over. So between that, they fell there. Sala nikhata madhye utpetatuhu murtitalam. Again, leaping, getting up there, rising up. Sprashantau, holding each other, stitva muhurtvam, again standing for a short time, only to take a deep breath. To abhinishvasantau, both of them taking the deep breath. Again, alingya cha alingya. This alinganam is not embrace with the love. Alinganam is holding them again, both of each other, holding each other. Bahyoktraihi. They are locked up in their shoulders and hands. Samyojayamasatuhu and tightly tightening each other. Ahave in this combat, both of them tau. Samramba siksha balasamprayukta. Both of them have got enough training. Siksha means the training and bala. So they have good trainings and skill and strength also. Sucheratahu, they kept on moving samprati yuddhamargaihi in their very ground of the battle. So they continue to fight as though there is no tomorrow. They say, no, the fighting as though there is no tomorrow, meaning I have to finish you today itself. On the one hand, Sugriva is so upset and angry about Ravana for no reason, really speaking. Reason maybe Rama will have, but Sugriva showing that kind of anger and immediate action, Rama was totally surprised. He said, what? Where is he? Why did he go there? So, and at the same time, Ravana, who never expected such a sudden appearance of a huge monkey, he was also not giving up. If you have and you are Sugriva, I'll make you Vigriva. So that's how this fight is going on. Let us continue the fight for tomorrow. Aganita Gunagana Bhushana Rama Ashrita Vatsala Jaya Jaya Rama Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama Nandana Sri Rama Dashamukhamardana Jaya Jaya Rama Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama Kamita Palada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Sri Rama Pattabhirama Jaya Jaya Rama
जानकी
Janaki
जीवन
Jeevana
सीता
Sita
रामा
Rama
जय
Jaya
रघुरामा
Rama
जय
Jaya
सिया
Jaya
रामा
Rama Vanara Sevita Sri Rama Variti
हरि
Vandana
वंदन
Jaya
जय
Jaya
जय
Rama
रामा हनुमत
Hanumat Pujita
पूजित
Sita
सीता
Rama
श्री
Sri
राम
Ram
जय
Jaya
राम
Ram Jaya
जय
Jaya
जय
Rama
राम
Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama
रामा पतित
Patita
पावन
Pavana
सीता
Sita Rama Sri
श्री
Ram
राम
Jaya
जय
Ram
राम जय
Jaya
जय
Jaya
रामा
Rama Sri
श्री राम
Ram
जय
Jaya
राम
Ram Jaya
जय
Jaya
जय
Rama
राम
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति
उमापति
महादेव
महादेव
की
की
जय बोलो भाई सब संतन
संतन
की जय
श्री
सद्गुरुनाथ
सद्गुरु
महाराज
महाराज
की
की
जय।
जय।